Hi guys, Rahul here, and I have the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo with me today. I will be taking a detailed look at this phone today. To talk about this phone, this is a slightly downgraded version of the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, which was launched earlier this year. So if you look at the phone which I have right here, this is basically the same as the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, except that this one gets a slightly smaller display. So first of all, let me just run you through the specifications of the device. We'll start with the display itself. The display is a Super AMOLED 5.5 inch panel, and making it only slightly smaller than the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. So we'll now take a look at the physical aspects of the phone, the design. As you can see, there's a single home key at the bottom of the device here. See, and there are capacitive buttons on either sides, the option key and the back key. So if I just press one of these keys, both those keys will light up. As you can see, this is quite a bright display, being a Super AMOLED panel. And at the right side of the device, we have the power button and the lock/unlock key. At the bottom of the device, we have this microphone outlet. This is where the microphone, the noise cancellation microphone is. This is the micro USB port. This is the speaker, and this, of course, the Samsung's S Pen, which is what they called their stylus. So if you just remove it, you can see the screen lights up. I'll talk about the S Pen later. At the other side of the device, we have the volume rocker button here, see, and we have a prominent Samsung logo at the top. There's a proximity sensor here, if you can notice, and a 2 megapixel front camera. At the top, we have the 3.5mm jack, the noise cancellation microphone here, and this seems to be the IR, the infrared blaster port. Moving on to the back, we can see that the phone gets the same Fox leather coating that the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 also has. This is not a leather coating, but is actually plastic, but it does a good job of replicating a leather cover, and it adds a premium touch to the phone. And we also have the 8 megapixel camera over here with the LED flash. I have been playing around with the camera, and it has been taking some decent pictures. I will upload a sample video for you guys to check out the video quality. And before we take a look at the phone further, I'll just run you through the box and tell you what else comes in the box. This is the box that the Note 3 Neo comes in. So if you just notice, the size of the box is just slightly larger than the phone itself. So this is nothing special to be talked about the box itself, but what comes inside the box might interest you. So these are the things that comes inside the box. We start off with the USB charger, the standard white USB charger that Samsung supplies nowadays with its phones, and it is mated with this USB powered charger wall unit. Next up, we have the headphones, the typical Samsung in-ear headphones that the company has been using on its premium handsets. I just wanted to show it to you. So this is how it looks. This is also the hands-free. So this is the in-ear headphones that the phone comes with. Samsung also supplies a set of additional earplugs in case the default ones do not fit your ears. And there's another interesting thing that Samsung supplies with this phone. Now, at the first, you might be confused on seeing this inside your box, but what this actually is the remover for the stylus tip. So in case you want to change the tip of the stylus, you can use this tool to plug this thing out and then replace it with one of these. So this is what the mysterious metallic object that you found in your Note 3 Neo box. And these are the things that come inside the box with the phone. So I'll just move them away from the frame now. Oh, and unless I forget, there is some documentation that comes with the handset, which looks like this. Looks like Samsung is on a very frugal cost-cutting spree here. So this is the quick start guide that comes. Looks made of recycled paper or something. And there is this R certification document here. This is some kind of Samsung. Yeah, this is the service card, the warranty card, I believe. And then we also have some customer information, which I'm not going to read now. And that's just about it. So I'll just move back to the phone itself and run you through some of the important features of the phone. And just in case you were wondering about the size of this handset, I'll just compare it with another handset here. So I have the Gionee eLife E7 here with me. This is also a high-end phone with a 5.5 inch display, and you can see that both these phones are quite similar in size. The Galaxy Note 3 Neo looks slightly wider, while the Gionee E7, which I will be reviewing in some time, looks a bit taller. And in case you're wondering how it compares to a 5-inch phone, I have my old Micromax Canvas HD here. So this is how it compares to a 5-inch phone. So yeah, let's get back to the Note 3 Neo. Like I said, this phone is a slightly downgraded version of the original Note 3, if I may call it. So I'll just run you through the basic specifications of the phone. So we'll start off with the display itself. So like I told, this is a 5.5 inch Super AMOLED display, and the resolution of the display is 1280 into 720. So I had a few weeks ago compared it with the display of the original Samsung Galaxy Note 3, and trust me, you will not find much difference between the Full HD display of the Galaxy Note 3 and the half HD display of the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo. And one thing I found out, I was at the airport while testing out the phone. I saw that the display of the Note 3 Neo was actually brighter than that of the original Samsung Galaxy Note 3. So that was something I found intriguing about this phone. And this phone comes with 16 GB of internal memory. You can of course add a micro SD card and extend your memory to say 64 GB. So there is 2 GB of RAM, and the most important thing about this phone is its processor, which is a hexa-core chip. So I was talking about the processor of the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo. So this is a hexa-core chip that the phone ships with. This is the Exynos 5260. So what is special about this processor is the fact that it has a quad-core 1.3 GHz Cortex-A7 chip, which is mated to a dual-core 1.7 GHz Cortex-A15 chip. So in the earlier versions of the Exynos chipset that Samsung used to ship, all these multiple cores were not able to work together in tandem. So Samsung has added something known as an HMP with this edition of the processor, and what this means is that all the 6 cores work together, and at least on paper this should result in a smoother operation of the phone and lesser delays and lags. So this is what the user interface looks like. This is a typical Samsung TouchWiz user interface that you might have seen already. So I'll just open up the phone and just show you around the menu. So as you can see, I have a few messages here. So this is what the home screen looks like. This is the typical Samsung home screen that you might have seen. So again, nothing much to talk about here. This is the Samsung's standard notifications bar. So like you can see I have a couple of notifications here, and I'll quickly go to the settings menu to show you the software version that the phone is currently running. So yeah, so this currently runs Android 4.3, as you can see, and I believe there's a Jelly Bean update waiting for this phone quite soon. So I have run a couple of benchmarks with this device, and for example I have the Antutu benchmark here. So I have already run the benchmark, and let me just show you the scores that this phone has managed. So it's just opening up. So yeah, the phone scored 28,817, which I'll just move to the ranking department, and you'll see that it is like below even that of the Samsung Galaxy S4, which is a last year's device. Again, yeah. So even though it has a hexa-core processor, the performance is quite a downgrade compared to that of the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. But then when you use the phone, you won't feel much of a difference, and it's quite as you can see, it's quite a snappy phone to use. I'll check if I have another benchmark installed. See, I have Velamo installed, so I had run a score some time ago, and this is what it managed. It managed a score of 1144. So I'll just move into the view of details and see if I can compare it with some other devices. I can't find the option here. Anyway, we'll check that out later. And then we have the camera option here. So I'll just move into the camera menu to show you around. So this is what the camera menu looks like. So this, if you have used the Samsung handsets in the past, you will be well versed with this UI. So I'll just move you to the settings device. This is an 8 megapixel camera, and I have been quite happy with the kind of images that this phone has been taking. I use this phone as my primary camera for around say around 2 weeks, and incidentally I also have the Elite E7 with me, which also has a great camera, and I will post some of those pictures that I managed to take with this phone, and some videos would also be going up soon. So this is what the settings menu on the camera option looks like. The photo size is currently set to 6 megapixels. You can change it to 8 megapixel in a 4:3 screen ratio. You can also take pictures as low as VGA quality, but I don't know if somebody would want to do that. Then you have the burst shot option, which is set to on right now. I'll turn that off. And then tap to take pic. You can just tap the screen to take the picture. The face detection, metering modes. You have 3 metering modes here. The ISO is set to option. There's a smart stabilization option, which has been turned on. And I'll move to the general settings now. This is the location, the geolocation tag here, the review pictures option, that if you want to see the picture you have just taken, it will show you for a few seconds. The volume key can be used, configured to be the zoom key, or the camera key, or the record key. And the timer option is there, the white balance, exposure value, guidelines is there, flash is set to off. Voice control is something interesting, and I'm not turning it on right now. I'll keep it. This contextual file name has been set to off. The storage, you can select from the memory card to the internal memory, and there is a reset button as well. Moving on to the video menu, the processor can easily handle the full HD videos. So this is set to full HD 16:9 1920 into 1080p video. You can also, if you want, capture videos in 720p and go as low as 320 into 240. So I'll just go back. I'll just show you some pictures. I don't know if that would be clear, but these are some pictures that I took. This is a video, so I'll just... Okay, that was the camera on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo. I will also post the review of this phone on Inquisitr.com, where you will see a detailed review of this phone coming up. Moving on to the price of this device, the phone has been priced at when I got this phone for review, it was priced at around the 38,000 mark. Now that is a pretty high price compared to say the E7, which actually has better specifications, and this one has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor, which is way better than the hexa-core on this one. And this phone actually costs slightly over 24,000, and there you have the Galaxy Note 3 Neo, which is like 10k more expensive. And this was going for around 38,000 until a few days ago, but yesterday the price dropped to around 33,000, which is a good price drop, but it is still expensive compared to many other handsets like that of the Gionee eLife E7, which has a similar screen size, and even the Nexus 5 if you are on the lookout for a phone with better performance. But if you are on the lookout for a large screened phablet that and you cannot afford the Galaxy Note 3, the Galaxy Note 3 Neo might be a good option, but I would rather suggest you to wait for a few months until the price of this device falls even further down, and maybe like 28,000 or 29,000. At that price point, this phone would be a great buy. So that was the review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo. In case I have missed out on anything, I would be posting a subsequent video that will talk about this, but that's all I have to tell you about the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo. So drop in your comments and let me know what you think about this review, and keep watching this channel for further reviews that I will be putting up in the days to come. And watch out for the Gionee eLife E7 review that is coming up soon. So that's all from me now. Bye.